Hi everyone, it's Ellen. You know, I'm doing the Good Girl's Guide to County Jail for the bad girl in us all, and I wanted to show you where this book began. It actually began in County Jail in San Bernardino. I started writing it almost right away because I had nothing else to do all day, and I needed to remember really important things about law that I was learning from, career criminals and repeat offenders. But, for a first time anything, it was really important that I get as much help as I need. And it's really hard, even if you have a lawyer, to actually talk to him while you're in there. So, I needed as much strategy as I could. And I certainly wasn't going to plead to 3 felony counts and spend 10 years in prison and then be deported. So I needed to do what I could do. So it went from this to this. I stand corrected, and then it was edited, and somebody said, you know what, you could get a real deal out of this, and you could do a memoir and, take out all that legal help stuff because you don't have the credibility to do that. And I thought, you know what, you tried 59 days in county jail and you talk to me about credibility. Okay, I've been there, I've done that. Don't want to go there again, as most people do not, although it does have benefits when you need to be safe, or when you want to go on a diet, or like weird things like that, detox off of drugs, and people are getting to the point where that's what they use it for, right? They know they're going to go in, they know they're going to get fed, they're going to get a clean bed, their boyfriends aren't going to beat them silly, and they're going to get out and whatever, right? Anyway, that's the unfortunate truth all over America. These things are happening. So anyway, I did what I could while I was in there. And then when I got out, I started interviewing lawyers and other, high profile attorneys about the criminal law system in the U.S. and what was going wrong with it, and, and what could be done about it. And, really the best thing to do is just to figure out a way to avoid getting embroiled with the law. But, who can when mass incarceration is up to the point that it's part of the political platform here in the U.S. or down there in the U.S. I'm talking to you from Canada right now. Anyway, so on the top of this pile is the most recent version I just printed today, and it is just a very clean, unformatted copy that's going to the graphic designers, and they're going to take everything I've done with the book and they're going to make it way better, and include all my art, and it's going to be very exciting. So although we don't have a formal publication date according to schedule, we'll probably be dropping sometime around March. So in that time, ahead of time, I do have a lot of work to do as far as getting some marketing and reaching my goal of printing 1,000 copies in the first print run and getting them directly into the jail system all over the U.S. So here's the point where I need help. If you know anybody who has access to people in jail and who, don't have any help with their own case and might benefit from reading some of the strategies in this book and how to understand the legal system and how to understand how the court process works, then you're going to be able to help very much. So I do have an order blank that's being included in the book. I do have a program called Donate a Book to an Inmate, where you can purchase a book that's sent to me as the publisher in the US, and then at that point I can mail it in and match your donated book to somebody who's in there who cannot afford to buy it for themselves, because often people are alone there and they don't have access to funds to buy books with, right? And they don't have anybody on the outside that's going to actually buy it for them. So with all of these very, very many pages, it looks like a lot of redundancy, but I'm just going to even just show you, just even if I could get the affidavits in, I can't, where are we here? Like there's all kinds of things that could be notarized to help parents protect their parental rights even when they are incarcerated, by making sure that you have legal or viably legal documents signed by a notary allowing you to have somebody else care for your kids and not have any problems with getting them into school or letting them see a doctor or any of those things that nobody ever thinks about before they lose their freedom and they have no access to the outside world. So for instance, like this is a a portion of a power of attorney form that I am including in the book, which is allowing, you know, it to be known that if you are incarcerated and you have somebody, then they can take this. They can take this to the schools, and they can take this to the doctors, and they can, you know, give a copy to their family members who are the ones that are taking care of their kids and helping them shoulder this burden of incarceration. So this is just the tip of the iceberg and just a scratch off the surface as far as what kind of help you can get from this book. And you know, anyway, it's where we are right now, and I can't wait for 4 or 5 weeks to go by to see what it looks like. It is being published in full color. It will be trade paperback, hardcover, and an e-version. Of course, you may not know this, but the only version that can get into jails is a soft cover. And anyway, and it needs to be soon. So if you know anybody that's been incarcerated or is about to be, or is walking a fine line between good and bad and right and wrong and not caring and not, you know, doing anything to help themselves, this may be a good thing to forward to them just in case. You know, ill prepared is ill prepared after all. So take some action, cover your ass, and see what happens, and let me know if I can help somebody that you know on the inside. All right, so reach out, scribblesandink.publishing.com, or just, you know, find information on my Facebook page for The Good Girl's Guide to County Jail for the Bad Girl in Us All. And until my next update, I will leave you in good spirits, hopefully, and know that it's coming along. Thanks for supporting as much as you have, for as long as you have, all the people who really know what this has been for me. So bless you all and have a great night. Bye.